back. But he really never left though. But you don't gotta leave to be back. But once you back, you can't leave though.
That's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
Bars, is y'all hearing me? Y'all ain't hearing me. Me, y'all listening. Me, y'all hear me, but are you listening? Yeah, it took me a second to get that out. But nah, J. Cole. J. Cole, easily my favorite artist, probably one of the most important artists to me personally in my life. He is somebody who's been really important to me. Like literally, one of my first core memories of rap music is in like, I'm pretty sure this is like sixth grade, and my dad playing 2014 Forest Hills Drive, and specifically apparently, like for a while, apparently was my favorite song on that album. It was my favorite J. Cole song. Of course, I still like it. And after I've literally scoured his entire discography, like I don't think there's a J. Cole song that I haven't heard. It's not my favorite, but it still holds a special place in my heart, given it's one of the first songs I really ever heard by him. It's one of he's one of my dad's favorite artists. He literally passed that down to me. My cousin is also a huge fan. My cousin is going to see him tomorrow. Do I feel some type of way? Yes, of course, because what, like, J. Cole has only come to my city a handful of times, and every time I've either been too young, too broke, or too busy. And right now, I'm too broke and too busy. Like, it's just very unfortunate, honestly. And in 2 nights, him and Drake are coming for 2 nights. And I've had to deal with all day seeing everybody post about the first night. So many people I know went and seen Drake and J. Cole. And some of them were just focusing on Drake. And yes, I love Drake. As a fellow light skin, I will always champion him. But bro, like J. Cole, like don't forget about, you feel me? But today, we're here to react to a little teaser that J. Cole dropped for the Fall Off. Before we even get into the teaser, I personally think the Fall Off is one of the most, like, the amount of hype around this album is insane. And it's mainly because he's been hyping this album up for so long. I mean, he introduced us to the Fall Off on KOD, which was back when I was in 8th grade. Right now, I'm a sophomore in college. Like, it's been so long of him just teasing this album that there is so much pressure on him to deliver. And me personally, in my opinion, when it comes to J. Cole, he does not have that definitive classic record. Of course, to me, he has a lot of albums and even mixtapes that I see as classics, but he doesn't have that album like a Kendrick has, or like To Pimp a Butterfly and Damn, where it's like, I think the culture and just people as a whole see it as a classic. Like even Drake has a few of those with even Take Care and Nothing Was the Same, and kind of with If You're Reading This Is Too Late. Now, I do think, of course, I'm not saying J. Cole has a bad body of work, because he does. I mean, albums like For Your Eyes Only is like, that's a very underrated album that doesn't get talked about enough. But it's like, I don't think it's a classic. Same thing with like KOD. It's really, really good. Something I think that kind of still to this day flies over a lot of people's radar. I was listening to it the other day. I'm like, damn, it's actually pretty like good. Like it still stands the test of time. And then you have 2014 Forest Hills Drive, which is the album that most people call a classic. And I kind of have to agree. It's an album that took him to a different stratosphere as an artist and as a rapper, and really turned him into a mainstream figure. You know, before that, yeah, I believe he was mainstream, but it kind of cemented his legacy as a top three, and inside of that top three, and as a legend. Like J. Cole is a legend. No matter how you feel about him, his impact is important. And the Fall Off needs to be as Illmatic, in my opinion. Like, his legacy is cemented. J. Cole is who he is. But for him to really be in that upper echelon of rappers all time, even to me, a diehard J. Cole fan, the Fall Off has to be everything people are saying it is. And from what I've heard, from what we've all heard, it's one of them ones. And I hope so. And we're also supposed to begin It's a Boy before the Fall Off anyway. Like, J. Cole posted that picture, I think, a few years ago. So it's like, where's that album, man? I like to hear that. You know, you can never go wrong with more J. Cole music. But I'm genuinely really excited for this album. I just need him to rap. The thing about J. Cole over these past 2 to 3 years is that I believe he's improved so much as a rapper. Like, so much. Like, I feel like right now, he is rapping at the best that he's ever rapped. Like, the punchlines, the rhyme schemes, the way that he be going to other people's tracks and schooling them, and he's not even doing this to people like you expect him to rap better than. Like, of course, he's gonna rap better than a Lil Yachty on a Lil Yachty track. But then he goes with Benny the Butcher, does his thing. Basically, I don't want to say watches Benny the Butcher, but he was talking. So it's like I think he can meet the expectations for this album. And when listening to and watching this teaser, I expect to be met with that same thing. I genuinely do. I have a high expectations for this. And I know it's not an actual song, it's just him teasing at a new song, but I am very, very excited. So let's get into it. Let's not look at let's not look at my bookmarks, please. Not yet. Not yet. Like how much would you have to be paid for them to release all your bookmarks to the public? For me, it would have to be like $1 million or so. I ain't a weird. I'm just curious. But let's get into it. Let me shut the fuck up. Why he looking down at me like that? I don't like how the dominance is in his hands right now. Like, why you looking down at me like I'm just, what the fuck?
Said I was finished, but I want another 2 summers. Hall of Famer hungrier than all the newcomers. Niggas swear they compare, but the truth humble. They get fucked 112, he couldn't do numbers. They tell the label I got A's all throughout mad. That mean I'm keen on the numbers and I count fast. You know it's money that you owe me, niggas phony, and I'm why Queen Phoenix walk the line, I'm about cash.
He talking. Sometimes one of my biggest problems with J. Cole, and this hasn't been recent, like recently he's changed it, but like the emotion, like not feeling like he's just talking to you, which I feel like one of his best qualities is how personable and how chill some of his music can be. Like he's just literally just talking and rapping. But when he comes from that place of hunger, when you can feel that emotion, it's different, and I can feel it. Like pause, but I can feel. I can feel it.
Benjamin Button getting younger as the hours pass. Should do the freshman cover twice. I'm never outclassed.
Should do the freshman cover twice. I'm never outclassed. I got Benjamin, but that's probably not even the best bar in this. I probably missed a few, but like that's like.
Not a rap nigga breathing that can outlast. The fall off is like home dropping reasonable doubt last. We from the South where we learn.
The fall off is like Hove dropping a reasonable doubt last. Now the bad thing about that is that bar was spoiled for me because I saw it on Twitter before I can even react to the video. And I was like, oh shit. I thought somebody else said that. I didn't know that was his bar. That's a motherfucking bar. But that's also a high bar to reach. That's high. Like
bounce dashing when niggas prone to shoot first and run their mouth last. And if you run your mouth, bitch, you going outside. Whole click getting slid on you a mouse pad. I'm the one that niggas fear on the low ski. Heard them talking like we peers, but they grossly mistaken, and it's blatant. Crocodile tears, niggas know I'm on a tier that they don't see. My dogs only shed tears and emojis. We in another hemisphere splitting proceeds. How dare nigga rub his hands on this trophy? I vividly remember who was there. Niggas hit my line when they want something. That's a dub, it ain't love.
I like this beat. I like it. It's simple, but it's not like basic. You feel me? Like, it does feel like I'm waiting for the bass to drop, but sometimes a beat doesn't need to drop. It's just fine as it is. And right now it's fine. Even though I'm pretty sure this is a teaser, so probably the actual track will have the bass drop, but I'm fucking with it.
If it costs something, niggas hit my phone up when they need something. I can't recall a time when you gave me something.
Only hit my phone when you need something. I can't recall a time when you gave me something. That's for a lot of y'all niggas, man.
Chopped off the top, nigga, I achieved something. Drop down, bitch, let me see something. Niggas hit my phone up when they need
You have a wife and kids, dog. You're allowed to say that, but you have a wife and kids.
something. I can't recall a time when you gave me something. Born 16 and the fucking team summit. The boys kiss ring when they see the king coming. They know I run things like the police coming. Yes, that's me.
I don't like getting teased. This is like when you hang with a shawty and she gives you mad foreplay, then she just leaves. It's like, why'd you do this to me? Like, you showed me how good everything could be, and then you did. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's beside me. That's beside me. But nah, that was the teaser, a teaser for the fall off, and I really enjoy that track. I'm gonna of course go back and give it a few more listens because there's probably a few bars that I missed. But I can feel the energy. I can feel the hunger. I can feel it. Like of course J. Cole's one of the best, conscious and conscientious rappers when it comes, coming up with an album with a complete, storyline and plot. Why am I forgetting what that's called? But there's nothing wrong with just rapping. And that's what he's doing. That's what it sounds like he's doing. And if that's what he's doing, I need it. I need it. I really enjoyed that. I'm excited to see what else he got for us. Don't leave us with a teaser, then don't drop nothing for a while. Even though I could very well see him dropping something when this tour is over. 'Cause I was just on the phone with my cousin, and it makes sense. You go on this tour with Drake, you get a lot of, more like, not saying like you get clout because it's J Cole, but you're on people's minds now, and then you drop some. I don't expect him to drop the fall off, you know, anytime soon, honestly, but I expect us to get at least a few records. The fall off was probably going to drop at the end of this year. I can see, because that's mostly been actually he did drop in the spring, the off season, and KOD. So that's a lie. Even though I'm used to him dropping like fall, winter releases, with 2014 Forest Hills Drive and For Your Eyes Only. So I may be wrong, but I'm ready, man. I'm ready.